How's it going, guys? It's been a long time since I made a YouTube video. I want to do these debates once a week or something like that. See how we're feeling. But I thought I'd kick it off with steroids. Not so much talking about what steroids do and what they're, and other performance-enhancing drugs. You can go on YouTube and Google and find thousands of facts about steroids and that and whatnot. More about putting my 2 cents in for this whole steroid. Is he natural? Is he not debate? You go on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and you see like one person attacking another person, attacking another group because you're on steroids, you're not on steroids. People say you can achieve this, you can't achieve this. It's just all a little bit like schoolyard arguments. It's just pointless. The fact of the matter is that 99% of people in the fitness industry are on steroids or another form of drug. Strongmen, bodybuilders, powerlifters, they're all on something. Athletes are on something, you know what I mean? It's a point now where it's rare to find something that's not on gear. It's very rare to find something that's 100% natural. Let's face it, you're never 100% natural anyway. If you're going to the gym, you're taking your supplements, you're not natural. It's simple as that. Unless you've got, in England, we've got, you can buy protein and whatnot that is tested. They have a little symbol on it saying sports tested or tested in sport 1 and 2. And that's where like a governing body has come along, tested, make sure it's just clean of any drugs that come along in there. And that's very rare you get that. There's like a handful of products out there that are tested. There's a website, I can't think of the name of the website, you can go on and it'll give you a list of everything that's tested and what's not tested. It's a better example, but even then, you're having a man-made supplement. It's not natural. If you're 100% natural, you wouldn't be having your protein powders, your BCAAs, your creatines. You'll be relying on your diet. And people that are bodybuilders, that are cutting, they can't eat much food, so they've got to have the supplements like and whatnot. Here's what it is in the day. And if you are still taking stuff that is tested in sport, okay, there's no drugs inside there, but again, like I said, it's not natural. It's not a natural form of protein. There's some guy in a lab making it. And then away from that, all the other products out there, I'm not going to say they are got drugs inside there, but nobody really knows what's in them products like that. Nobody knows what's in your protein, your whey protein or your creatine or your pre-workout. Nobody knows what's in them sort of stuff. They list it, yeah, but who knows what's in there that's not listed, and that's the thing. And nobody is debating that. Nobody is challenging that, We just accepted that, to be strong from the gym, you need to have some protein powder after you finish working out. And you do. A protein shake's the best way to recover. If you get in that protein into system straight away, easy digestive like whatnot, and you can start recovery, But the debates about who's on steroids and not on steroids, everybody's on steroids. There's not many people out there that are 100% natural, and a mean clean of drugs. At the end of the day, like I said, if you're taking protein to creatine like whatnot, it's not a natural thing. Some in the lab made that sort of stuff. I saw a debate today, Vegan Gains versus Matt Does Fitness, two of my favourite YouTubers. Vegan Gains just purely because I'm a vegan myself, I'm trying to be vegan, and he's got some good videos out there like whatnot. And Matt Does Fitness just because he's a funny guy, he's entertaining like and whatnot. He's got some good videos out there. So they're my two favourite fitness, I'd say fitness idols, YouTube stars, whatever, The debate is Vegan Gains and about does Matt Does Fitness take steroids? The fact is that only Matt knows if he's on steroids or not. People attack bodybuilders, but only they know they're on steroids, and that's obviously they're on steroids. My 2 cents for the whole Matt Does Fitness thing is who gives a crap if he's on steroids or not? Who cares? In the day, he's making a living. He's got a sponsorship with Gymshark. He's got 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He's making loads of money for YouTube. He's making loads of money from sponsorship like and whatnot. And if it means taking steroids to do that, fair play to him. I feel that people that are attacking Mainly YouTubers that are attacking other people for taking steroids, I feel a bit salty. They're like, why are you, I'm working hard at my stuff like that, but I'm not taking drugs. Why am I getting the credit that I want? The fact is, taking steroids gives you a certain body physique that people want to see. Simple as that, as we've evolved, the human body's evolving and training's evolving. If you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger's in peak physique, nowadays that's all physique can be done naturally. Back then it was done with steroids. Now, like, bodybuilders now, like Kai Green and them big, gigantic, bulky guys like that can't be achieved naturally. There's a limit. Let's face it, if somebody come along to another YouTuber and said, okay, you're training good, blah, 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 like that, but to get to the next level, to get a sponsorship with this brand, to get a deal with this brand and whatnot, take steroids for a bit and do some bodybuilding and expose your body like whatnot, you would do it. There's nobody on this earth will say no to that. If you're going to have like a 10 grand a month contract with Gymshark or Nike or something like that, but you have to take steroids doing it, you're going to do it, And the truth is that these guys top will never admit they are on steroids or not. Number one, why should they? It's just, it is what it is. Number two, the sponsor, not idiots, you know what I mean? The people sponsoring them will know they're on steroids, but like, what, don't say anything to anybody, like, what, now keep it to yourself. Otherwise cancel your contract. At the end of the day, these guys got mouths to feed. Matt does think he's got a wife and kid. He needs the money. It's his job in the day. Who cares? I get the saltiness of the situation as well. The saltiness of, I've worked hard, so why should I be left aside? And I fully don't agree with it. Everybody works hard like that, but I get where they're coming from. Because the option is always there. The option's there to take steroids and go up another level. And one day we can all go where we are naturally. I'll do strongman like that, and I've said I'll never take steroids. I'll never be taking any sorts of drugs like and whatnot, and that's how and I stick to my word to an extent. If in powerlifting and strongman like that, there's natural and bodybuilders, there's natural federations like that. But the truth is, these natural federations, there's no money in there. Nobody's looking at the world's strongest natural man and being, he's explosive APR, here's a £1 million a year contract, whereas stuff like and whatnot. They don't do that because the fact is that the world's strongest natural man isn't that much stronger than people at the gym now. Like, you look at figures like that, I'm not too far off the top 10 probably or something like that, you know what I mean? Because it's just, you can only go so far naturally, and everybody's at that natural, everybody's at a natural plateau, where everybody's on the same sort of level, all achieving the same sort of goals. I think the natural log press world record is like 170 kilo. It's only 70 kilo what I can do like that. So then look at the other world record, it's 230 kilo. Now, what's more impressive, someone doing 170 kilo or someone doing 230 kilo? My belief is that the strongest man in the world, Brian Shaw already, or them sort of people like that, I've got no doubt they're on something. I don't believe that they're truly the strongest man in the world, because in the day they've used drugs to get there. I get why they're using drugs to get there, to achieve their goals, to provide for their family, to get sponsorships and that sort of stuff. Like, I get that sort of stuff. But then, the naturally, the strongest man in the world should be someone that's naturally got natural strength, and that's why, I'm going to go down the natural route of strongman. See where I can get in that sort of thing. But my goal is to win the world's strongest man overall. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. All I can do is put my work in like that. But if it gets to the point where I'm doing really well naturally, somebody says to me, get to the next step like that, or if I know, take some steroids, we'll get them to the next level where I can get a sponsorship, start competing, being on the level of these big guys like that, and getting them world titles like whatnot. Of course I'd do it. There's nobody in the world that wouldn't do it. But this is where steroids need to be looked into and made safer. Currently, to get a steroid, to get some sort of like drugs like that, 9 times out of 10 it's some guy in the basement mess about some chemicals like and whatnot. You know, not safe. It's not great. I do believe that governing bodies need to come out, unban drugs, especially in athletics, like, you know, stuff like, you know, weightlifting, that sort of thing. That needs to be unbanned, and be like, you know what, we're unbanning it. We're going to govern it. We're going to control what's in it. We're going to control how you take doses like and whatnot to make it safe for athletes. In the day, steroids are, in the sense, they are safe if used properly, but not safe because we don't really know what's in them. Unless you go to like a proper chemist that does it properly, like whatnot. You know, the grassroots sort of thing, some guy in the basement, you know. But high up, you know, the elite athletes going to like pharmacies, like that, they're doing it properly, you know, doing controlled doses like that. It is safe, you know, but it's when it's abused. Like anything in life, you know, McDonald's is safe to eat, but if you abuse it, you're going to get obese and get a heart attack and go and die, you know. Taking vitamin tablets, it's safe if you have the recommended doses. You abuse it and you get bad health, you know, you're getting bad health like that. So, same way steroids, you know, there has to be a governing body somewhere that comes down and be like, okay, you know what, our athletes are on steroids, we're unbanning it, we're going to control it, we're going to make it safer, we're going to give it to a company like, I don't know, Applied Nutrition or, you know, Time for Nutrition, something like that, and say, I'm going to give you the contract to make safe steroids for our athletes. Go out and do them. And that's the only way to stop this whole debate, the whole conflict of being, you know, is on steroids, not on steroids, or shame on you for taking steroids. You know, it's just, the guys at the top have got their own living, you know, and they've got their own dreams to achieve. And I don't care, any man that says no to taking steroids to achieve his goals or to get his dream job and to make an income like that, you don't really want it at the end of the day. You know, these guys want it to an extent that they're into anything for it. I think the best one is Thor, when he come out and said he's, you know, he's not on Summit now, but he said he was on Summit. You know, no doubt he's on Summit now, like that, you know, but athletes need to be more open, and their sponsors need to be more open about it, like that, you know, because in the day they are advertising as elite athletes, something that they're not. You know, the average man down the gym can't achieve a body like, you know, Kai Green, or the average lad doing strongman can't achieve, you know, 500 kilo deadlift naturally. You know, it needs to come out and be like, yeah, okay, we're on stuff. And the sponsors need to be like, okay, we can be honest like that, we'll still sponsor you like and whatnot. And then the governing bodies need to be like, okay, we can control the substance like and that. And that's it. That's how we can get around the whole steroid thing. You know, but I think the debate needs to stop now. It's 2019, everybody knows everyone's on something like that. It's not hard to tell. You know, okay, you can have a guess who is and who isn't. But in the day, you know, the only people that actually know who's on steroids is the people taking themselves. So we got people like making videos attacking other people like that, saying, "Oh, you know, you're ashamed of the industry like that because you're taking steroids." You're just salty at the end of the day. You're just jealous. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if somebody comes to you like that, say, take some steroids, go on a cycle, you know, we'll give you sponsorship for a year and get £1 million fucking a year, like and whatnot. You'll take it. Let's face it, you're not gonna say no to it. You know, like I said, I'll be as natural as I can be. But if it gets to the point where I'm like just missing out on the top guys like that, and just missing out on sponsorships and money like that, and they say to me, oh, blah blah, no, I'll do it. You know, it is what it is. You know, but it's doing it safely. You know, nothing in the world's safe and nothing in the world's unsafe. You know, it's all about controlling it. But yes, I thought I'd just jump in this debate today, because all morning like that, having breakfast and all over YouTube, just like who's on steroids and not on steroids, and it's just getting tired now. It's just getting tiring. Who cares? You know, in the day, these people got mouths to feed. These people got bills to pay. Let them pay them. You know, if it means injecting themselves full of drugs to achieve something, fair play. You know, I won't knock anybody trying to make a living. You know, no matter how it's trying to do it like that. If you want to make a living of taking drugs, then go for it. You know, it don't affect me at the end of the day. It shouldn't affect other people at the bottom. You know, if you affect the bottom like that and you just over it like that, then get over it. Either join the bandwagon, or just accept it, or just stop talking about it like that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know, so that's my little rant over and done with. I have re-uploaded Beard Fitness on Instagram. I took it down not too long ago, just because I was unhappy about the content and the direction it was going. So I thought I'd take it down. restarting YouTube again. I'm going to look into my podcast and change them a little bit like and whatnot. But yeah, so I thought I'd just do my first video on YouTube talking about steroids and this whole debate. I think of a good title to put on to get some, to get some exposure, because why not? But yeah, that's it, guys. I thought I'd let you guys know. I'm going to put another video out after this as well, just talk about personal stuff, about my personal goals and how they've changed like and whatnot the past couple of weeks. So yeah, keep tuning for that, guys. Check me out on beardfitness91 on Instagram and Facebook. It's now changed to beard.fitness91 on Instagram. For some reason, I couldn't get my old name back, so go figure. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, message for debate. I'm open to talk to anybody about anything like and whatnot, and debate about all sorts of stuff like and that. So yeah, keep alive in the comment section. Message me on Instagram like and that, and I'll see you guys on the next video.